lateral sulcus. We know the lateral sulcus has 3 rami, anterior rami, posterior rami, and ascending rami, right? So which one is the anterior rami?
This is the anterior horizontal, ascending rami, and this is posterior rami.
So this is the
Anterior ascending.
this is the ascending, and then this is the
Anterior rami ascending. Anterior ascending rami এটা হচ্ছে posterior.
Anterior rami.
horizontal আর হচ্ছে ascending আর posterior.
Okay, so this is the anterior rami, this is the anterior ramus, this is the ascending ramus, and this is the posterior ramus. All right. Then what do we have? Let's talk about the lobes. This is the frontal lobe. So we know in the frontal lobe it is mainly motor. So we have motor area, premotor, frontal, prefrontal, and then we have the Broca's area, right? So let's see. This is the central sulcus. So central sulcus. So in front of the central sulcus, there is again a sulcus which is known as the precentral sulcus. So between the precentral sulcus and the central sulcus, we have precentral gyrus, right? So precentral gyrus and the paracentral lobule together, it is the motor area. Broadman number 4. So we have got our motor area, right? So what does the motor area do?
Precentral আর হচ্ছে
Precentral gyrus or হচ্ছে paracentral lobule. So that is the Broadman number 4. So what does it do? It helps to control the voluntary movement of the opposite side of our body. So motor is done. Now we have premotor. So premotor, it is the posterior. Premotor is the posterior part of the superior, middle, and the inferior. Posterior, middle, superior, middle, and inferior. Posterior part of the superior, middle, and inferior frontal gyrus. So that is the area number 6. So that is the premotor area. So premotor area, what does it do? It controls the extrapyramidal action. It means that involuntary actions, right? That is the premotor. Then we have the frontal. Frontal is the area number 6 and 8, right? So that is the posterior part of the middle frontal gyrus. So that is the frontal area. So what does the frontal area do?
Frontal eye field.
Yeah, it helps in the movement of the eyeball. Then we have the prefrontal. So we know that the anterior part of the frontal lobe is the prefrontal area. So we have 9, 10, 11, and 12. What does it do? Prefrontal. So it's said that we are humans because we feel emotions, right? So attention, concentration, emotions, judgment, initiations, yeah. All of this is controlled by the prefrontal area. So we're pretty much done here. We have precentral, we have motor area, that is the 4, 6, 6 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, the most important, the Broca's area. So we know that in the frontal lobe, it is divided by 2 sulci, sulci into the superior, middle, and inferior frontal gyrus. So this one, this one is the inferior gyrus. Yes. This one is the inferior gyrus. So the inferior gyrus is further divided by the anterior, ascending, and the posterior rami. It is divided into the pars orbitalis, pars triangularis, and pars opercularis. So below the anterior rami, we have the pars orbitalis, and above the anterior rami and the ascending rami, we have the pars triangularis, and then we have the pars opercularis. So the pars triangularis and pars opercularis, it forms the Broca's area. We have 44 and 45. So what does the Broca's area do? It helps 44, 45, yes. It helps in the speech. So if there's lesions in the motor area, the Broca's area, it causes aphasia, right? So which is inability to, understand words, form words and stuff. So that's pretty much.
45 is triangularis.
Yes. No, 44 is triangularis and opercularis is 45. Yes.
45 triangularis. Yeah. 45.
আগে ছিল?
হ্যাঁ triangularis 45.
Alright.
40.
Then opercularis is 44.
44.
Is it?
45 আগে ছিল।
Alright. So 45 is triangularis and 44 is opercularis. Okay, so we're done with the motor area. Then we have the parietal lobe. So the parietal lobe is mostly associated with the sensory, right? So we have primary sensory and secondary sensory. So for primary sensory, we have 3, 1, 2. So which area is it? So we have the central sulcus. So the central sulcus, behind the central sulcus, there's another sulcus which is known as the post-central, right? Post-central sulcus. Then in between we have the post-central gyrus. So the post-central gyrus and the paracentral lobule together, it is the primary sensory area. So we have Broadman number 3, 1, and 2. Yes.
312.
312.
It's like this.
This one, right? Yeah. 312.
No, no. Three. It is 312.
এই দেখানোর সময় কি এভাবে ছিল না?
না 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 না
ऊपर
312.
देखिए नीचे ना, ऊपर देखिए नीचे 312. Yeah, ma'am, what's it?
Paracentral sulcus, paracentral
Lobule. In the book, it says that it is a surface that's present on the medial surface because also it is supplied by the what, anterior cerebral artery. No, so it says, I think it is here.
Paracentral lobule.
Here. Its function is to carry out the micturition and defecation, right? So then we have the primary lobule. So primary sensory. So center is the 312, right? And then we have secondary sensory. Secondary sensory is 5 and 7. It is said that it is between the vision area, vision and the sensory area. So it's somewhere here. So we have 5 and 7, right? 5 and 7, and there's one more area that is known as the vernix area. So vernix area in the book is written that it is the lower part of the parietal lobe, right? Lower part of the parietal lobe. So it is the number 40, problem number 40. So then we have the occipital. So in the occipital, yes.
39, 40.
39 and 40.
42 না?
I think it's written just 40 in BD.
হ্যাঁ, বিডিতে 40 টা কিন্তু এমনিতে 39 আর 40।
Right. So then we have the occipital. No, occipital is primary visual and the secondary visual. So the primary, it has 17, and then we have 18 and 19. 17, 18, 19. Right? So that's all about the occipital law.
from lower to upper.
From lower to upper, yeah. 17, 18, 19 when you draw, so we write it like that, right? So then we have the temporal. Temporal lobe naludi, it is divided by two sulci, so it is divided into three, gyrus. So we have primary auditory and then secondary auditory. Primary auditory is 41 and 42. 41 and 42, and the secondary gyrus is 22. That's it. I just know the supralateral. Let's see. Let's discuss this. We have, this is the corpus callosum. The parts of the corpus callosum, we have the genu, rostrum, body, and the splenium, right? Genu, rostrum, genu, body, and the splenium. And then we have, this is the cingulate sulcus. And then this is the cingulate gyrus, right?
এইটার জন্য নামটা কি?
Corpus?
এটা ছিল সিঙ্গুলার
Hey.
হ্যাঁ, এটা সিঙ্গুলার জায়গা।
This is cingulate sulcus, no? So this is cingulate gyrus, and this is the corpora sulcus, right? Is it? Callosal sulcus, alright. Or chiasis. Yeah, explain now. I'll leave it here.
ইন্টারনাল ক্যাপসুল, আমার হাতে